Hello everybody, it's Sunday. We are going to spend a little time finding you guys a free ship other than the cost to repair it. Now you are going to have materials to repair it, and you can get those two ways. There's repair kits and there's the materials, so you can buy those at space stations. So some of them do take pretty rare materials like activated copper and things like that that you won't be able to repair that particular piece on it, but it's pretty rare. So first thing I'm going to emphasize, if this is your first playthrough, please just play the game and it'll get you to the point where we're going to start. If you played the missions first, already, and you just want to kind of jump start it, this is a way to be able to find crashed ships without the new mechanics that they've added. So whenever I first started, I always I always hunted on the surface. I bought the maps from the station for the distress signals, and all they were for was crashed ships. But now they've added abandoned buildings, and they've added crashed ships with pilots that you're going to assist to build your rep with that species. So it's not as good as it used to be, because 1 out of 3 is going to be a crash ship that you can actually claim. So what we're going to do, and this is unscripted, I haven't even been to this planet yet, but what we're going to do is we're going to use the Nautilon to search for crashed ships, because if they're underwater, guess what? They're not going to be in an abandoned building, they're not going to have a pilot, so you're going to be able to claim every single ship. Now you can have 9 ships total, so that's 8 ships if you're just starting. You've got your starter ship, you're going to need that. You don't need a freighter. You can do this 8 times, and then you can fix the bare minimums on these ships and scrap them and make money, or you can find the ship that you're looking for. So now what happens in these is it seems like it repeats the same ships over and over again. So I can search for 15 ships, go to 15 ships on a planet, and they're going to be the same 3 to 4 variety. They're going to just rotate back and forth. So key is, if you go to a system and you're looking for haulers, make it a 3-star Gek. If you're looking for explorers, make it a 3-star Corvax. If you're looking for fighters, 3-star Viking. That's how you're going to get a better chance of getting the type of ship that you actually want. Okay? So those are just some things that you may already know, but I just wanted to put those out there. And please don't run your gameplay by skipping ahead, but if you want a better ship, you want more ships either for storage, like you want a hauler, and that's what I usually always look for, is a big hauler. Okay? So I have teleported, or I have warped to a 3-star Gek system, which has a higher chance, right, of having a hauler, and we are here. I have not been to the planet. As soon as I got close to the planet that I was going to pick, which is a water and land planet, it's not a complete ocean, because it really makes it hard if it's a complete ocean, because you have little bitty nubs of ground to land on here and there, and it just takes longer. So don't need an ocean planet. So the first thing we're going to do, if you don't already know, is you need some salvage data. Salvage data can be dug up. Each one you dig up on a planet will give you 4. So you need, 30, 40, 50 of them, because you got to unlock everything anyway in the construction thing. So after you get the anomaly unlocked and you got your starter ship, before you get a freighter, you don't even have to have any of that. You're going to come here, use your construction data, and you're going to purchase 2 things. This you might have to unlock. Well, 3 things, I'm sorry. If you have to unlock this, I think this is already unlocked, but unlock this, unlock the Nautilon chamber, and unlock the exocraft station. Now the reason I say the exocraft station, because you're going to be warping to other systems to find the kind of ship that you want, and you don't want to build this every time, because then you might, you know, unless you put a save point down, then you got to fly back to it and deconstruct it, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So this is expensive to build because of these 4 sulfide. It's not real expensive, but you will have to go underwater and manually mine these from those heat vents. Okay, there's 3 per heat vent. You'll need to mine 2 to get 6, and then you'll be able to build this on your home planet. Once you place it on your home planet, you can use this, which is uranium, tritium, and unstable plasma, anywhere. Place it on the planet, and then you can call this in. Okay, and I'll use this so you can kind of see what I'm saying. So place this at your base in the water somewhere. Could be just a puddle of water, as long as it'll place. And then as you go through the story, it's going to unlock all these. It's going to the technician that you're going to run into in the story is going to ask you to build this. All you got to do is go jump in it, and then come back to him, and he says, "Oh, you built it, good." So it's not really going to destroy your playthrough. Okay, got those things unlocked, those 3. Now you're going to come over here to this good looking gentleman. He's such a good looking man. And you're going to unlock, if you need to unlock this is with nanites. Now this is not very expensive. You do not have to unlock everything. Only thing you're going to have to unlock is your fusion engine, Humboldt drive, and high power sonar. So you do not have to do this. I would suggest the mining laser though, so that you can make fuel, so you don't have to do it by hand. So if you can afford these 3, that's great, and this one if you have to unlock that, but nothing else. Don't worry about anything else here. Okay, so you're set. Go to your base, plop down. Well, you don't even have to be at your base. You can just plop down a Nautilon chamber on any planet in the water, and it'll count so that you can do it anywhere else. So let's go do this. Wanted you to kind of get a feel for the time it takes. That's why I don't really script it. Cut all this stuff out. Okay, there's the planet. You can see. Well, let me get the map brought up. Well, it won't let me do it here. Gotta get away from that. There we go, finally. So, you have to have an economy scanner to be able to see this on your ship, but you can see it's got water. It's a 3-star system, and it's GEC. So economy scanner on your ship is, it's pretty important. So anyway, let's go to the planet. Let's find some land on. Looks like there's somewhere right there. Yeah, quit spawning in. There we go. Okay. Let's go somewhere to the edge. I'm going to show you how this works. So this is a nasty planet. This is a swamp. So let's just go down and find any puddle of water. We don't have to be in the main part of the ocean to do this. I'll show you. Okay, so if you have not built the Nautilon station, first thing you want to do is do that. Oh, I don't have any, so let me get the crystals. I think I got some on my freighter here. No, I do not. Okay, so let's assume that this is your first time, so you need to go into probably a bigger thing of water here. Yep. We're going to have to go to a bigger thing of water. Ooh, look at that. That is a unique looking dude. I don't think I've ever seen one like that. He's Okay, let's go find a bigger. Some more ocean. This pond just isn't going to do. So the vents, you got to be careful because they will damage you if you get too close, or if you stay around them. So they have a delay between, so it's pretty easy to time it. Let's go out where there's deeper ocean here and plop down on one of these little chunks of land. The only reason I'm doing this is so I can show you, in case you don't know, but you probably already do, where to get these. So I try to make this so that anybody can do it. You will need a little bit of supplies. There's one, I can see one already. See it there? Glowing greenish orange. So that they do put out a lot of heat, so you got to be careful. So once you come up to it, and you take the crystal sulfide, take all three of them, take that one. Might as well get a couple. Oh, you hear it? It's getting ready to erupt. So you will take heat damage, so just be careful. Okay, and all of these things, what I want you to do is while you're here, whoops, is just harvest some of these. Now be careful because they do spawn the jellyfish and these. You see it says crypto. Let me see what it says here. Phosphate. You need that. And you're going to need a little salt. There's always going to be those items in the ocean, so you don't have to worry about it. But those things are really good for these things are really good. Oh, there's what I'm talking about. So be careful with those guys because they will get you. And let's get a little salt. So most of these will have chlorine or salt. This one has chlorine. Bit of carbon. And look for some salt here. Well, there's an abomination. Yeah, we might as well get it while we're here, right? Oops. Get that eyeball. Whoop. Oh, great. It's going to roll all the way to the bottom. It's going to be a full... Whoa, it disappeared. Wow, I'm too slow. Okay, so if you don't have this yet, you can use the regular one that the mission's going to bring you through. And then you can put some of this in here to make salt. So chlorine, process done, will make you some salt. Okay, or you can, whoop, whoop, whoop. Like I said, they hurt. Okay. So either place down your little processor and make you some salt, but you don't really need it right now, but you will need it, I think, for fuel. So let me see. So now we should be able to place our Nautilon station. Boom. Need some metal plates. So 5 of those. And now we can place it. There we go. Now, I don't have to place it because I've already got one placed. So if you have one of these at your base, you don't have to place it. What you will need to do, though, is this is why I had you unlock this, right? So to call it in without a freighter, like watch, I'm going to try to call it in now. I don't have my freighter in this system. It's blacked out. I can't call it in. Exit drive. See, I have no station. Okay. So that's why I'm going through this step by step. So you just take this, you don't have to place it in water. Boom. Place it. Now, guess what? I can bring it in. Okay? It's easy as that. So once you get in it, you will need to build, and I would build your mining beam just so you can mine the stuff to make fuel. So you need to make fuel. So fuel is, and you need to unlock, you might need to unlock that at the, I don't know if it lets you, I think it does whenever you get the engine. It unlocks it whenever you get the engine because you've got to fuel the engine, right? So let's see what it makes. I forgot. So remember I told you needed salt, you need carbon, you need cryptophosphate. Those are, you can get all of that from underwater. See? So you make some of those. And then you can refill your Humboldt drive. Okay? Now what you're going to do is you don't have to move anywhere. Just hit X, go to your high power sonar, and the first thing it pops up is scan for drowned ships. Boom. Give it a second. You can see there's no upgrades, there's just those pieces. Only upgrades I put on were these other ones, these extra ones. So the Humboldt drive we unlocked, the fuel system in that, and then the beam if it makes it easier so you don't have to do it by hand. Okay. Enough rattling on. So there's my ship. So I'm going to look at it and highlight it just to make it stand out more. And we're going to fly to it. Because Nautilon's alright, but it's just not fast. So this is a lot faster. Seconds away. Now what I would like to get from you guys is some comments of whether you would rather it be chopped down, edited, you know what I mean, or we're right there and you don't have to see all this. Because I like it like this. I like to see the whole process, but some people might not, so just leave me a comment. This is what I was talking about big oceans. Oh, it's such a pain finding a piece of land to land on if it's too big of an ocean. Oh, slow down. Let me see if I can land on this. Yeah, I can. Yeah, if it's a massive, just ocean planet, this is what you run into. Okay, so we're on the ground. Oops. Bring our Nautilon in. And jump in. There's our harvest some of this stuff as we go. There's some more of those if you need some extras. And voila. Okay, so you heard a little sound that said basically I have arrived. Before you get out of your ship, hit X, do that again, and mark the next one. Okay, now get out of your ship. And let's see what this is. This is a B class. It's kind of a nice looking fighter. It's better than your starter. Now there is stuff here. I would always collect all that. And there also is every single one of these has this right next to it. So while you're here, get the four salvage, you know, and pick up all of this stuff. I mean, why not, right? You're right here. I need need it like I need a hole in my head, but this is, you're going to need some stuff to repair. And make sure you've got dihydrogen jelly, and I just got some rusted metals, so whoops, let's process that. I got made to salt and I don't really need it, but let's do this. So we're going to process this rusted metal that we found right here, because you're going to need a couple things to repair it. That's why I'm doing this, so you know what you need when you come here. So let's just say you love this ship. Oh wow, it's the long nose, red and yellow. It's my perfect ship. That's great. Happy for you. What you're going to want to do is, because it's a B class, you're going to want to keep searching, because you eventually will find an S class in this. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So the only thing you need to repair is these two. Okay, after you compare it, and I'm not going to swap ship, but you will have the option to claim it for free. It'll be over here. You claim it, you fix this with hermetic seal and a metal plate, and then pure ferrite and dihydrogen jelly. So if you don't know, pure ferrite, you can be made here. I didn't even bring any, you know, I do have some with me, but if I didn't have any with me, I could just do this and make my pure ferrite to repair. And dihydrogen jelly is simply made from dihydrogen. So I already have some made here, but I'll show you. We'll make some real quick. There it is. So it takes 40 dihydrogen. So you can get that on any landmass, those little blue crystals that stick up out of the ground. So that's all you need to repair to get this off the ground. Now what I do when I have 8 slots available is I will click, what does it say? Claim. It says claim. There's a claim button. On when you do compare, it'll say claim ship. So you claim ship, then you can get in the ship, you repair this, and then you fly off to the next one. So you use this ship to get, so go ahead and claim it, because you can scrap it, make some money. It's a nice looking ship, you might as well have it. And I will put up the, in case you do want this ship, let's do this. There is the glyphs. It's not a bad looking ship. So there's the glyphs for the system, so you can come here and get it yourself. And this will be the thumbnail for the video, I think. So let's do a screenshot. Okay, so this is going to take me a little longer because I don't have any slots available. But what you're going to do is you're going to claim the ship, repair, and then you're going to fly off to that next one. Okay? But because I can't claim it, I'm going to go back to my ship, and then I'll fly to the next one. And we're going to do 3 of these, so I understand if you don't want to wait. But, so if you like this ship, keep searching. Keep claiming ships until you get full, and then go scrap them, because eventually you will be able to find an S class if you're patient of that type. Now this is going to take a little longer than what I really wanted to do because of this solid water. So let's go up into space a little bit so we can move faster. Dropped it down from a minute to 6 seconds. Now as you come down, just look for landmass to land on. Don't see any. Oh my gosh. I think it's storming. There we go. We got landmass. Good. Okay, might have to back up here a little bit. Oh, It's not landmass. It lied to me. Or is it? You can't land on this. Nope. Ugh. Okay. Let's find one. Was that? No, that wasn't one. There's one. I don't know if it's big enough. That's just a weed. Now, this is the problem with a really big ocean planet. Oh, there we go. It is landing. Come on, you can do it. It's gonna be a pain, isn't it? Come on, you can do it. Land, 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 land. There we go. This is the problem with unscripted, right? Okay. Bring your Nautilon in. Place it on your head. Get in. And then, like I said, I always harvest stuff on the way. Because you need it for fuel anyway. But just be careful because the jellyfish will follow you. And I would get these pearls while I was here because you're going to need those down the road. Armored pearls, you shoot them and they open up. I don't know if you know that, but if you don't, well, let's do one real quick. I need some anyway. Living pearl. Okay. I'm not used to playing in third person, so I'm a little clunky with it. Now the reason I'm going to keep showing these is because I want to show you that they repeat. I wouldn't normally do this. I want to show you that they repeat. I might fast forward through some of this, but you can skip ahead too. Okay, so here's the second type ship. You heard the sound? That means I arrived. So we need to X, scan, scan. Wait for it to show up. There it is. Oh, no, that's my ship. There it is. Highlight it, get out of the ship. Now you're going to have the first ship you have, right? You got your starter. Now you just claim the fighter that we just found. It's sitting where my ship is, right? Now this next one you should be able to claim 8 of these in a row. And it's a C-class. It's junk, but you can scrap it, maybe make some money off of it. It didn't cost you anything but what? So let's compare it here. It's going to cost you 1 plate, 1 hermetic seal, 50 pure ferrite, ferrets, ferrite, and 1 dihydrogen. So you see how cheap that is? Now if you bought it, it was $4 million. So when you scrap it, you're probably going to get less than $1 million. But it's less than $1 million is pretty good in the beginning. So what you're going to do is over here is going to be the button to claim ship. You're going to get in the ship, fix these 2 items, fly to the next one. That's why I have you do the scan before you leave your Nautilon. Okay? So you're going to get in your ship, you're going to fly to the next one. Because I don't have any slots, I got to do that again. So it takes me a little longer. And I may fast forward this. But since it's unscripted, you already know. You can fast forward it if you want. But I love harvesting these big old globule things. Another thing that you might not have known is these. If you put them in your processor, either the personal one, let me put this in the right place. Let me show you. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. So, cytophosphate. Put this in here, and it gives you condensed carbon. So it's a really good source of condensed carbon. early game. Really, really good source because you can get so much just as you're doing this. You don't even have to stop. These things pop really easy. Yeehaw! Okay, so you would now have a fighter and a hauler, and you would be flying to the next one. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Now this should be a completely different, it'll probably be an Explorer. We don't know until we get there. And then I'm going to show you that they repeat. So it's usually 3 varieties of ships. They're all the exact same color. And sometimes it's 4 varieties of ships, and they rotate back and forth. So just depends on your RNG. So just, you know, after you get done with all this, you're going to go up to the space station. Don't leave the system if you want that specific ship, because if you leave the system, this all resets and then you're kind of screwed. So you can leave the planet, go to the system, but make sure you mark the next ship that you need to go to, so that whenever you get done scrapping all your ships, you can come right back down here. Oh, looky there, they placed this. RNG gods love me. Okay. I'm gonna bring our sub back over here. Boom. Now you see how quick this would be if you didn't have to go back to my ship every time? You'd just be taking the ship until you get 8 of them, and then you make sure you pay attention to that, because you don't want to get to a ship, because it'll screw up your plans here. And that's what I figured. It's either going to be a shuttle, or it's, whoops, I wasn't supposed to get out of my ship, was it? So we heard the sound, we're close, hit X, find the next one. And you're just going to rinse and repeat. Okay, there it is. Make sure you highlight it. Get out of your ship, check this one. Look at that, an A class. So when you claim this ship, so you go in here and you compare, you claim this ship and you scrap this, look at this. You're going to get probably 500,000 units, but you're going to get the stuff from this, because you can scrap this before you scrap the ship. You can repair this if you want, but I wouldn't repair it. I'd just scrap the one that's not broke. Repair these 2 things. Oh, look there, that's not even needed to be repaired, just this. And then you're going to do the same thing. So claim ship, get in the ship, repair this, that's all you need to repair, fly to the next one. Rinse and repeat. Okay, so I'm going to go back. You're going to take this ship and go to the next one. I'm going to go back to my ship. And I am going to fly the next one. Really hard on my sub, ain't I? Okay. No, I don't want to talk to you. Sorry. Not right now. Okay. Make sure you got that. Now, the good part about this is you won't need launch fuel, because each one of the ships will have enough launch fuel to get to the next one. So if you're just getting started and you don't have a lot of dihydrogen to make launch fuel and all that stuff, don't have to worry about it, because they have more than enough to get to the next one. And then you're going to do this 8 times. I used to do this on the planet until they introduced the helping the pilots in the abandoned buildings to the maps. There we go. Like I said, I'm not used to doing 3rd person. Okay. Don't forget the harvest some of this, these living pearls, you know, make it worth it. Get those so you can have some extras around. Because there's other things that take those, the upgrades in this ship. What do we got? Remember what I told you? Okay, so it made the sound, right? You heard the sound. What do you do first? Hit X, go to scan, next one. Oops, I'm underground here. Let's get up out there. And where is it? There it is. Highlight it before you get out. Get out of the ship. There it is. See what I said about repeat? It's the exact same ship, same name, everything. Collect all your stuff. Get your buried technology, because there's 4 per, so it's not worth, you know, you're not, oh, if I could talk, you're not wasting your time coming here, you're getting other things, you know what I'm saying? So get your, I need these like I need a hole in my head, but, and then collect all of this, okay, collect all this, I don't need it, and let's see what we got here. Boom. B class. Okay? So, this will be your 3rd ship that you've claimed. Wait a minute. We got one of these. We got a hauler. So 1, 2. This will be your 4th ship. Okay? So just keep track of it, because you don't want to go to the last ship. You only want to get, you know, you just want to make sure that you don't get to one ship and then you can't collect it. But you can put a beacon down so you can come back to it, but we don't want to mess up the algorithm that we got going on. Okay, so repair, claim the ship. Right here, there'll be a button that says claim ship. Repair these 2 only. And then jump in your ship and fly to the next one. Okay, you're going to do this, like I said, this is making money and trying to find an S class of this. So you would be taking that ship, so you have 2 of those ships now. You're going to be taking that ship to that marker and landing. But of course I can't, so. Now if you've only got 1 slot available, you can keep swapping the ships until you find an S class. That's the other option. But I've been talking about this whole time in the beginning, where you've only got your starter ship. So that's why I'm saying keep them, scrap them, make some money, make some parts, you know, because you'll get modules, upgrade modules. You won't get S class, but you'll get, like that 1 ship, you might get some A class modules, but you'll get all the parts and you make the money. So 8 ships, if you make $500,000, it's $4 million. And it's fun. I mean, it's not super duper fun, but you're getting other things done too. You're collecting the cryo, you're collecting living pearls, you're collecting all that stuff. So you're not wasting your time just looking for ships. I know this isn't going to let me land, but I'm going to try it anyway. Nope. Come on, guys, let me land there. It's just an inch or 2 of water. Okay. Here we are. There it is. So I do this just for fun when I find a ship that I really like. After, you know, later in the game. If I'm looking for a specific ship and I don't want to use the coordinate exchange, I want to find it myself. I mean, there's people, that's all they do is hunt for ships, and then they post them on coordinate. That's what they love doing. So it's not like it's not fun. I mean, look at all the living pearls. So much stuff down here that you can use to sell. Okay, what do we got? There we go. Remember that hauler we got? Remember I said 3 and it repeats. 3 and it repeats. I heard the sound. Hit X. Go to scan. Boom. Okay. So we're going to collect our buried treasure here. And this is repaying you for all this stuff. You're going to get this so you can make some more. I can't think. Let's get rid of this. You're going to make some more pure. So let's scrap that. Where did I? Oh, I didn't get it yet. Duh. Silly me. I did get it. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. So we're going to throw that in there. Or you can you put down your other processor. I think you can actually make them down here. Yeah, you can place it down here. And then process it. Once it gets processed, then you can just swap it over here and make your pure ferrite to fix your ship. So almost everything that you need except for dihydrogen is down here. And sometimes you'll even get the jelly. I am not used to third person, sorry. Sometimes you'll get it. Another thing, if you need nanites, you can save this too. While you're doing this, just save it. Because, you know, what the heck? Well, that gave me nanites. And just put this in. Oh, I gotta empty this out. So that's how you'd make your pure. You put it over here and you make your pure ferrite. So I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna put this stuff in here. And make the runaway mold, and then when it gets done, I'll process and make myself some nanites, and that'll pay for all of your nanites that you used at the anomaly to get this whole process rolling. And it's a C class, but you're still going to claim it. So you're going to compare. It's going to show your other ship that you flew over here, your other broke ass ship. You're going to not swap. You're going to accept it, and then you're going to fix these two, and then take it to the next ship. And I was bad, wasn't I? Did I scan? Yeah, I did scan it. Okay. So just make sure you do that process exactly the same way every time. So what is that now? That is 4. This is number 5. And you're going to fly this ship. It's now going to be your personal ship. You're going to fly it to the next one. Look at those things. I wonder if those give me anything I need for cooking. Salty fingers. I think I do need that for cooking. Okay. Enough of that. Okay, so I'm going to fly back to my ship if I can find it here. Where did I put it? There it is. And I'm just going to run my laser beam the whole way. Why not, right? It's free condensed carbon. I'm doing this many of them so you can see the repeat that I was talking about. Some people don't believe that it does that. It does. Just wanted to prove it to you. So this is how, let's just say that that ship, that fighter is, oh my god, that's the one I want. And you just keep doing this. And you don't have to accept all of them. You can just fly back to your ship, your broke ship that you came to, you know, with, and just pass it up. But in the beginning, why wouldn't you? Because if you've got this marked and you go back to the space station, as long as you don't leave the system, it'll stay marked. And then you can just come back here and do exactly what I'm doing and continue your search. Yeah, I've done like 20 ships on a planet. It's a lot of money. And then it's a lot of nanites because you do get the upgrades from it from scrapping, but you just won't get S-class, so you won't get as much nanites, but it is something. Is that a piece of land, or was that just a fake one? That's a fake one. Teasing me. Won't let me land. This is the problem with big ocean planets. It's kind of a two-edged sword. Gives you lots of water to hunt in, but not much land to land on. Wow, you're kidding me. It's gonna make me go, okay, here we go. Oh, look at that, a crash from, I can't land on that. Okay. Is that a piece of land? Is that a piece of land? It is. So you can do the crash freighter on the way this time. Now, crash freighters will yield you starship upgrades and multi-tool upgrades. So, I guess I could do that with you. And then if you wanted to skip forward. You don't want to watch that if you've already know about that. Let's do the freighter on the way. So the whole point of this is just to get you quantities. I need some of those for cooking. So let's do the crash freighter. Right, quick. Since we're right here, that way you'll know. Hopefully we'll get what I told you you'd get. So you go through the little logs. I'm not gonna read them all. I've read them all, pretty much. Now what it's gonna do is it's gonna start a little mini mission. So what it'll conclude the mission. It won't show up in your log, but it's kind of like a mini mission. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here and you're going to dig this up. Now you will have to have a certain type of material to fix these. So that's why I'm kind of showing you. This one takes carbon, super easy. Let's see what it gives me. Oh, acid. Acid sells for good money. So let's look. 188,000 credits. It took you 5 seconds, you know what I mean? So where's the other boxes? So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side. So always do the outside ones first. That's just me. Don't have to. You can do whatever you want. But I always do that one, and then I do this outside one. And sometimes if the ocean's deep enough, you won't be able to harvest them because they'll be in the core. Is this thing? There it is. Carbon again. And remember, we got carbon right here. Warp cells. 1 warp cell. Not a grand prize, but do this so I don't drown. And let's go ahead and which one's closer. So there's always a certain number of them. This one's above the ground almost. Let's find the control panel. Must be on this side. Oh wow, it's on this side. Okay, there it is. I don't do these very often. 25 carbon. Oh, and I got out of it too quick, so it didn't give me my prize. Starship launch fuel. Not too exciting stuff yet. So, as you can see, because I've been running my laser, I've got carbon, so I'm going to put the carbon in my backpack out of the Nautilon. And we're going to finish this up real quick. That's not what I wanted to charge. There we go. So this is just showing you that you can do other stuff. You know what I mean? You don't have to just do there's other things you can do to kind of break up the monotony of looking for ships. Unstable gel. This is a rip-off ship. These guys are poor. Usually they have better stuff. This one just so happens, because I'm recording, it's nothing. Just wait. Oh, cryo pumps. Cryo pumps are pretty expensive. Let me see here. 1,500,000. Look at that. Where is the last one? Is that all of them? Oh, there it is. I was gonna say I didn't get a little bit of music saying I finished getting them all. Yeah, these are definitely different than the ones on the ground on the planet side. Oh, that looks like. Oh, I'm not used to playing in third person. Okay. Repair and wait. There, see that mission finished up here in the top left corner? Freighter salvage. Get the material from the wreck. So these sell for 180,000. So we got 1,500,000, 180,000, another 50,000, and then of course the fuel you could always use. And it looks like I got that and acid. I didn't even see that come up. Thermal protection for your hazard suit. So it's well worth stopping on the way. And because you highlighted all those chests, you need to re-highlight that. Weapon charge depleted. That's why I do this all the way, because you just get so much stuff on these ocean bottoms. Just thousands of these things from popping those big gross zits. It's like some kind of fecal matter. But I think this will be the last one. You guys will get the point. You'll know how to do it. Oh, I would stop and get that. Where were you? And looky there. Exact same ship. Right? Hit X. Do scan. And this would be number, I don't remember how many numbers this is. B class. So we're going to compare it. So this would sell for $18 million. So you're probably going to get $5 million when you scrap it, maybe $4 million. Even if you got $1 million, it's worth it. So you're going to claim ship, which would be right here. You're going to repair, and you've already. So this would be ship number 6, I believe. I'm not sure now. I've lost track. But please don't forget to get your buried module, which I don't need. And then, where is the next ship? Did I scan? I thought I scanned. I see it on the map. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's behind that plant. I couldn't see it. Okay. Just, if you want to hang out, we'll just do one more. But I think we're going to end it there. You get the idea? Just keep searching until you find an S-class. You will find an S-class eventually. It just might take you, 5 or 6 tries. But take your 8 ships to the space station. If you want to keep one of them, keep it. If you don't, scrap them. Now what you will have to do is because you've got a primary ship, is you will have to scrap them if you don't have a freighter yet. You will have to scrap one. It'll put you back in your primary ship. You're going to fly to the closest planet, swap ships, go back to the space. It's kind of a pain in the neck. So if you've got a freighter, you can bring it in right next to the station and just fly back and forth. So they don't make it super easy. You can't change the ship that's going to come in when you scrap the other one. So just so you know, when you go to scrap your 8 ships, it's going to take you a little bit of time, but it's well worth it, because you can find the ship that you want. Okay, so I'm going to make a quick save, and there you go. So just pretty simple pattern, and because I didn't claim that ship, I think it's going to send me back. But if you claimed each one of these ships, it'll keep moving forward, just so you understand that. It'll keep repeating those 3 ships over and over and over and over until you find an S class. So we already found an A class. I think it was what was that ship? I don't remember which one it was, but just scrap them all, and once your inventory is empty of ships other than your starter. So when you go to the space station with the broken ship that you scrap, just remember, when you scrap it, it's going to bring your default ship into the station. Don't scrap that one unless you don't want it anymore. Take that ship, jump in it, make a save, fly to the planet, swap to the ship that you want, because they'll show up in your list over here. They'll show up. Swap to the ship that you want to scrap next. So, you bring it in, and then you get in it and you take it to the, so it's a pain in the butt, because you can't select which ship's going to come in. It's going to be your default ship. Unfortunately, you can't do that, just so you know. So go back to the space station. So I would be in my last scrap ship right now, right? And my starter ship would be somewhere on the planet. So I'm going to go back to the space station. And if you already know this, this is about all the information I'm going to give you today. So you're not going to miss anything. But we're going to go back to the station and scrap the last ship that we collected, which I don't have. So let's just say that I'm in that ship, right? I'm in that very last one. It's going to be making all kinds of noise because the shields are down. It's going to be going bing, bing, all the way here. Now when you get out of your ship and you're facing the hole, it's always to your right. And there's your station to scrap. So you're going to select it, and you're going to claim scrap. And it'll be, a smaller unit. Make sure your backpack is empty, or as empty as you can get it, because it's going to be a lot of stuff. And then the stuff that you got from the freighter, you can just go to the other side. Oh, I always check this. 3-star system, I always check this. Oh, A class, not bad, and it's completely loaded out. It's nice. So you can come to the station and get you a multi-tool too. What else do I need here? I need some parts for exocrafts. And let's see what we got here. I don't think I need it, but I want to buy it anyway. Okay. So once you scrapped your ship, it's not going to bring the next ship that you want to scrap in. It's going to bring your default starter ship. So make sure you don't scrap it. Okay? And then you're going to have to get back in your starter ship, fly to the closest planet, which would be right here. Just fly to the planet. Boom. It's easier when you got a freighter, because you can just bring the freighter in, land on the freighter, bring it really close, grab the other ship, scrap it, repeat. So you're just going to come down here. Whoa, okay. Land and get you some dihydrogen while you're here for your next little adventure. I've seen some right there. Whoops, wrong. You can do this with your ship too, but for me it doesn't really load in quick enough, so I can never see it. There you go. And now you're ready to go make some more dihydrogen jelly and get you some more ships. So you're going to bring in your next scrap ship that you want in this list here. So you're going to have, this is going to be full, right? It's going to be full like mine is. You bring in the next ship you want to scrap, and boom, jump in it. This ship stays here. You go back to the space station, scrap it. This ship will show up in the space station for you. Just rinse and repeat. So it is a little bit of a long process, but costs you literally nothing because you can harvest everything you need. If this was helpful, guys, please leave a like. Please leave me a comment on how successful you've been. You can go to my Discord and post pictures that you found. I think my Discord is linked here in my channel, and it's just called the Snake Pit, and I will make sure it's linked in my YouTube channel so you can go there, because I want to see what you found. I want to see what ships you find. And if you find an S-class, post the coordinates to me and post them on Coordinate Exchange for other people to find that same S-class. But you guys have a fabulous day. I've enjoyed this. I just want to help people out, but I don't want to ruin your game by, you know, jumping too far ahead. So enjoy. Please, please send me pictures, comment, let me know what you find. You have a good one.